a very warm welcome. You're watching Janata Television and this is English Bulletin with me, Anustha Acharya. The top stories first. Opposition parties to register writ petition against lower house dissolution today. Leaders collect signature of 149 lawmakers for the purpose. President issues citizenship ordinance. The new ordinance was issued to address the demands of Madhesi parties. Coronavirus claims 193 more lives across the country. Government confirms over 7,000 new cases of coronavirus. Cable car accident in Italy claims 14 lives. 5 of the victims were from Israel. And Liverpool finished third in Premier League. Manager Klopp happy with Champions League place. And now the news in detail. Opposition parties have collected signatures of Member of Parliamentarians to file a writ petition at the Supreme Court against the dissolution of lower house. A report. Opposition party leaders yesterday gathered at the federal parliament and collected the signatures of lawmakers to file a case against the House dissolution. Senior leaders from Nepali Congress, CPN Maoist Center, CPN UML Madhav Nepal faction, Janata Samajwadi Party, Bhattrai faction, Rashtriya Janamorcha gathered at the federal parliament to collect their signatures and also submit their citizenship certificates. Leaders said although they were preparing to register the writ petition yesterday itself, it could not happen due to time constraint. They added that they will go to the Supreme Court today. Nepali Congress leader Sasank Koirala said that a total of 149 lawmakers signed for a writ petition yesterday. These are the same leaders who had backed NC leader Sherbahadur Deuba to lead the new government. All the opposition parties have decided to collect signature from the respective party and file the writ petition jointly today. President Bidya Devi Bhandari yesterday issued the Nepal Citizenship Ordinance First Amendment 2021 upon the recommendation of the Council of Ministers. The ordinance entities children of those who received citizenship by birth to acquire citizenship by descent. Currently, there is no provision for such people to receive citizenship by descent. It is widely speculated that Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli issued the ordinance to address the demand of the Madhesi leaders. The bill on citizenship has been languishing in Parliament since the last 2 years. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. Coronavirus has claimed 193 lives across the country in a single day. A report. The government yesterday confirmed 193 deaths across the country due to coronavirus. With this, the death toll has climbed to 6,346. The Ministry of Health and Population also reported 7,598 new cases of coronavirus across the country. The total cases of coronavirus in the country have climbed to 513,241, while the number of active cases has dropped slightly to 115,547. According to the ministry, altogether 391,547 infected persons have recovered from the disease in the country so far. Nepal is currently among top 42 countries that have been most affected by the pandemic. The USA tops the list with over 33.89 million confirmed cases, followed by India with more than 26.7 million cases. Coronavirus has infected more than 167.5 million people across the world and claimed over 3.47 million lives. And now the news from economic front. The Nepal Stock Exchange Index yesterday reached an all-time high of 2,820 points. Likewise, the sensitive index increased 8,023 points to stand at 507.20 points. To over 25 million units of shares of 220 companies were traded at Rs 11.6 billion yesterday. The share price of Shangri-La Development Bank and United IDI Mardi Hydropower increased by 9.93 points each. Likewise, the share price of Kalika Power Company increased by 9.86, Best Finance Company by 9.85, Goodwill Finance by 9.85, Saptakosi Development Bank by 9.84 and Boron Hydropower by 9.84. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back. Now the international news. Fourteen people, including at least one child, have been killed after a cable car fell on a mount near Lake Maggiore in northern Italy yesterday. Another child is reported to be seriously injured during the cable car fall. The accident happened when passengers from the resort town of Stresa were traveling up the nearby Matterhorn mountain in the region of Piedmont. Images from the scene show the wreckage lying in a steep wooded area. 5 Israeli nationals were among the dead, Israel's foreign ministry confirmed. Most of the victims died at the crash site. Officials said 2 survivors, children aged about 5 and 9, were airlifted to a hospital in Turin, but other child later died. You are watching Janata Bulletin. Now the latest from the world of sports. Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp said salvaging Champions League qualification from a chaotic season was the best feeling he could have dreamed of after victory over Crystal Palace clinched 3rd place. The Reds' Premier League title disintegrated after Christmas and they fell timidly to Real Madrid in the Champions League, but they rallied to win their final 5 Premier League games to claim a prize that looked unlikely until the penultimate weekend of the season. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin and the headlines once again. Opposition parties to register writ petition against lower house dissolution today. Leaders collect signature of 149 lawmakers for the purpose. President issues citizenship ordinance. The new ordinance was issued to address the demands of Madhesi parties. Coronavirus claims 193 more lives across the country. Government confirms over 7,000 new cases of coronavirus. Cable car accident in Italy claims 14 lives. 5 of the victims were from Israel. And Liverpool finished 3rd in Premier League. Manager Klopp happy with Champions League place. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website JanataSamacha.com. We urge all our viewers to follow government directives of the lockdown and follow healthy hygienic practices to keep safe from any infection. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.